Hello Disney family, I am here on the Disney Wonder, currently docked in Christchurch in New Zealand. Got this wonderful view behind me. And I thought I would take you on a little bit of a tour of the ship to show you what is on the Disney Wonder. I know it is leaving New Zealand and Australia, sadly for the foreseeable future, but you never know when it's going to come back or where you might find it. So let's start with deck 10, which is the very top deck. At the very front of the ship, we have some tennis courts slash basketball courts. I love the details. Look at that little hidden Mickey up there. So cute. And then in front of the sporting courts, we've got some foosball tables, some ping pong tables. If you duck into the door on the left-hand side, so facing the back of the ship from the front, on the starboard side, the right side, you tuck into the door over here. Inside, you will find the Bippity Boppity Boutique, and it's got a little sign with its opening hours. This can also be found on the Disney Cruise Line and Navigator app. And some stairs, of course, to take you down a level. But we're going to head back out onto the deck. You can see we've got the Quiet Cove on the next deck that I'll take you to in a moment, but a lovely view from here. And we also have some sun lounging chairs so you can relax in the more quiet adulty side of things, enjoy the view, read a book, whatever your heart desires. And then coming up on the left, we got a much more clear view of our first funnel with the iconic Mickey head on it over there. As you can see, the ship has plenty of sun lounger chairs, so there's no shortage there. Just look at that. Look at that beautiful green water. Absolutely stunning. I'm just going to take you inside for a moment, but if you do have a port adventure booked, they do provide free shuttles from a central point in each city. They run like every 10-15 minutes and they're completely free. They're absolutely lovely, so you don't have to worry about how you're getting back to your ship. As long as you're at that bus stop and you're there before the all aboard time, you're totally fine. So let's go inside. This is kind of midship on deck 10. You can find Vibe, and it gives you a list of everything that is on at what time. And we have our concierge lounge room as well, with the iconic crossed Mickey head keys. There are also bathrooms on every level, so you never have to like duck down back to your room, which is fantastic. Lifts or stairs, whatever you prefer, your choice. We're going to continue outside on deck 10 on the starboard side. Got Funnel Vision right behind me. They play really cool movies almost 24 hours a day, so it's really nice to come out here with your lunch and just sit and enjoy the movie, or have a swim, enjoy a movie, or just, you know, hang out. We are now reaching our second funnel, as you can see, and after this you'll be getting a nice view of the water slide. Now, to get to the water slide from deck 9, you'd be coming up these stairs and then down this little passageway, and underneath those white rib looking things there is a little entry. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, there's some more stairs there that you climb up, and that will take you all the way up to there, where you will make your way down into the pools. I have heard a rumor that it is only for adults, but I've also seen adults on it without any kids, so who knows. I can honestly say that there is ample space on the ship. This is one of the smaller ships, and I know we're not completely full, but we're pretty close, and never once have I felt claustrophobic, crowded. Even on the day when the shops opened, like it was never ever like I can't have my own space. It's not like you're at a concert, you know what I mean? So if you're worried about being overly crowded, not really a problem. Left and right side of the ship are basically the same. This is where you're gonna find Paolo's. Paolo's is like a fancier dining option. It is not in your inclusive package, so if you do dine here, it is an extra cost, but the aesthetics are absolutely beautiful. And I do believe that Paolo's does book up pretty quickly. Hello. And I've also been told that the brunch is particularly good, and that the waiters will just bring you things that they think you'll like and recommend, and even if you say no. So prepare to come with a very empty belly so you can get nice and full, because you don't do enough eating on the cruise. We are at the front of the ship inside, and this is where you're going to be able to have breakfast and lunch every day guaranteed, and it is in the all-inclusive package, so it's called Cabanas. So today is a West Indies corner, so you can find some jerk pork, some Caribbean chicken curry. They do ask that you sanitize before you come in, and that is for yours and everyone else's benefit. Inside, heaps of seating options. We've got a lovely buffet. They do change up the options. If you are gluten-free like me and you're coming for breakfast or lunch, I do suggest leaving a good amount of time. They are absolutely wonderful, but it does take some time to get your food ready. So in the morning, I'll come down a minimum 30 minutes beforehand, just so that they make everything really fresh. It's not like sitting there waiting. And you can place your orders the night before. Thank you. You can place your orders the night before. You've also got your drink station, soft drinks, juices. This is the good food level. So we'll go through where you get your refill drinks and all of that in a moment, but beautiful. And the buffet in the morning, I'm just going back the other way, is exactly the same on both sides. So if one side's busy, just go to the other side. And the staff are absolutely amazing. They'll come and chat to you. They make sure you get really clean tables. The buffet is never a mess, so outstanding. Really, really love it here. They've got dips, sauces, seafood, desserts. Like I said, the cruise is a lot about eating, so be prepared. Some of your cast members will have these lovely bags with pins on them for pin trading, so that's super fun. Deck 9 is where you are going to get all your free drinks. So highly recommend that you bring a refillable water bottle, because this is where you come. You've got ice, soft drinks, you can get free hot drinks as well, so coffees and things like that. So that's why they recommend a refillable water bottle. Down the bottom, we do have the kiddies little pool area that is all Finding Nemo-y themed. I think it's Dory's something. I haven't been in there, obviously. This is the bottom of the water slide that I showed you up from deck 10. There are always lifeguards around, and again, this is the more kiddie area, but it is super, super cute. Like, look at all the Donald themes. Oh, I'm getting wet. Look at all the Donald Duck stuff. There's also like the nephews. It's just so pretty. We'll come to the food in a moment as we circle back around. Now here there are lots of tables and chairs, shaded and in the sun. You can choose. Totally fine. Again, some toilets for you, stairs to access the funnels again. It might get a bit loud now. But in here we have a lovely spa, a bunch of deck chairs, or sun chairs, sorry, and a pool right in front of our funnel vision. Let's go on in, shall we? Hello. So we've got our funnel vision up here, all these deck chairs as well. You have a pizzeria. This is Pinocchio's Pizzeria. You'll always have margarita, pepperoni, and then something else, can't remember. But there is a holiday special today, and they change the special every day, so keep an eye out. And we do have a bar here. This will be an additional cost. The pizza is really good, and they make gluten-free pizza that is cooked in a separate oven. So gluten-free, celiac, you are catered for, I promise. And it is really good pizza. They're not stingy on the cheese either, so that's really good. Let's keep going with deck 9. This is a very important place to lots of adults, because from this moment on, it is 18 plus, and it is where you will find some nice coffee. So as we come through Cove Cafe, we're on the left-hand side, remember that. In here, you can get frappes, coffees, chai latte, whatever you want. It's beautiful. And the staff are lovely as well. Hello. Just remember that at Cove Cafe, anything you purchase is an additional cost, and there is the culture of tipping because it is an American-based thing, so $1 or $2 per kind of order is okay. We also have more chairs and tables, a little bit fancier sun chairs because this is the adults only area, and this is your adults only pool, so no kids running around, outdoor spa and shower. Lovely. There's actually 2 spas, and then again we have another little bar. Everything here you will have to pay for, but there is some TVs with sports as well if you're a sport fan. It's really nice and quiet, except for the fact that I'm here talking. So I'm going to get out of here. But if you are an adult looking for somewhere quiet to go, this is the place to be. I'm going to take you to the other side by going indoors so that we can see what is inside on front of the ship on deck 9. Okay, so again, bathrooms. I must say that the toilets on the ship, like on each level, are really nice. They're not like gross. They are well cleaned, really nicely looked after. So, deck 9, front of the ship, you will find sensors. This is your spa, salon, sauna, gym. The gym is not too bad. I have come here once, but this is all your luxury. So if you want a massage, facial, I think they do like acupuncture and stuff as well. They actually have heaps on offer, so make sure you check this place out because it is beautiful. So let's come down in here and have a look. So we've got the gym. They've got sanitization stations as well. You can come around. So there's cardio, resistance training, weight training, fresh water with and without lemon, dumbbells. I believe these are some treatment rooms, but one of the best things, before I get there, yoga mats galore. They do have classes here as well, so if you're so inclined, go for it. One of the best things though is the view that you have as you work out. So pretty. And even look at that, they've got towels on the machines ready to go for you. Let's head out to the left-hand side of deck 9. When you have your Sailor Wave party and your Pirates of the Caribbean event, deck 9 and 10 are the place to be. If you like to get really involved in the action, get up, dance, have a boogie, deck 9 is the place to be. If you like to watch, feel the vibe, but you don't necessarily want to be actively in there, deck 10 is the place to be. Like I said before, the decks are pretty much symmetrical on each side. I just want to show you some of the food places. So we had Pinocchio's Pizzeria. Ice cream. So this is when you're gonna get your free ice cream, and yes, the ice cream is gluten-free. They have different flavors every day. I think there's 2 flavors normally. Cones, and if you ask, get yourself some gluten-free cones. And we have Sully's Sips. So if you wanted to get Sven and Olaf, you can also get the water bottles. These are all an additional cost. So anything from Sully Sips is an additional cost. But they have some very cool stuff. And then in the middle, right in front or behind, depending which way you're facing, you will find Boiler Bite. And here you can get burgers, chips / fries, whatever you call them, chicken tenders, veggie burgers, fish burgers, bratwurst, sausages, hot dogs, all sorts of goodies. And yes, they do gluten-free buns. So I just had my gluten-free burger with chips and it was really, really nice. For those who are in the allergen life, the thing that I love about this Disney cruise is unless you're in your rotational dining at night, a manager will always come and take your order. I don't think other people are allowed to ensure that you are getting what you require. So it does take a little bit longer, but it is so good. And they get to know you really well. I walked up and he was already like, hello, Samantha. I was like, oh, hey. And then lastly on this level, we have Daisy's Delights. I have not been here yet, but the food looks good. Again, it's a nice quick service place. You got salads, burgers, wraps, fruit, all of the above, and they do have a sign for food allergies. So I am positive that if you asked, you would be able to get something for your allergies, which is great. Let's head down to level 8. I just want to show you that on most floors, when you come down the stairs, you're going to see they have incredible artwork on the ship. I love it so much. Some of these are sketches, like original sketches. So these are story sketches from the Walt Disney film Badger Buster from 1941. And they have them on most levels, but sometimes it's other artwork as well. So keep your eye out for those. Also keep your eye out for lots of hidden Mickeys on the ship. You'd be surprised how many they are. Okay, so level 8, this is what I'm calling a living area. So this is where some of the staterooms are. And as I'm sure most of you already know from lots of videos, check out the floor. So if you see stars on the floor, these are only on your stateroom floors. The point of the star, so this here, the top of the star is the front of the ship. So when you come down from one of the elevators to your room and you are not sure which direction you need to walk in, forwards or back, depending on what lift you come down, the end, mid or forward, you can always look at the stars and be like, oh, we're at the front of the ship, we need to walk in this direction, or the back of the ship. You can also obviously look at the stateroom numbers, and at each elevator they do say like, this way is 9,100 to whatever it is. I do highly recommend that you walk through each floor because the stateroom door decorations, some of them are wild and epic. So have a look, even if you're not gonna pixie dust, just like do it. Like this one here. Super cute. It is Christmas Eve, so we're gonna see lots of Christmas. They have their little pin trading board and their fish extender. Even if you're not pixie dusting, just walk around. It's really, really cool. We will head down, maybe level 5, if not level 4. Don't worry, at every lift there is a sign saying what's on each floor. And in every lift, if you look up the top where the doors are, it tells you what's on each floor. Plus you have your Navigator app. So it's really hard to get lost. They're very, very clear with their directions and instructions. You constantly have Disney music playing. Sometimes out on the deck, they will play some non-Disney music, but it's generally Disney music. And it's just so happy. People walk along singing and like, how could you not? Ah, yes, this is why I wanted to come to deck 5. So this is very important for you. We do have some public bathrooms and some staterooms, okay? But if we make our way through here, things start to change a little bit. We have a theatre. This is the Buena Vista Theatre. They have a few different entry doors, different movies playing. We are so lucky to have Avatar, Fire and Ash. This movie literally came out the day that we embarked. So I am hopefully going to see that tomorrow. They have heaps of movies. You can find the schedule on these screens or you can look at your Navigator app. And you have the lovely popcorn people. Now, popcorn you do have to pay for, but you can also purchase a bucket or you can get the cup, and instead of the background music, you can hear the movie playing. You might not be able to hear it, but I can, and smell the delicious popcorn. Then, right in front of it, you have It's a Small World Nursery. So if you do have little ones, this is where you would come. I don't have kids, so I'm not sure if there is an additional cost. I'm assuming there is, but I know, yeah, I think for the nursery there's an additional cost, but not for the kids club. We have Oceaneers. Now, this is mostly for kids. However, they do have all ages events in here, and sometimes they're really cool, like scavenger hunts or games. So definitely worth keeping an eye out on it. It's also really nice just to come into and have a look at. They do ask you to sanitize before coming in. Again, please do it. Sometimes it's better to be alone. What do you mean? Nobody can hurt you.
Meg, I would never, ever
stop this. Before we...
All right, break it up! Break it up! Party go! I'm looking all over this town!
Calm down, fuck man. It was all my fault.
You're a radio man, sister. Don't make it worse!
We are now on deck 5 midship, and I can tell you, this corner right here where that porthole is, very important because this is one of your character meet and greet spots. So if you see midship, deck 5, starboard side, means your character is coming right here. So starboard side is the right side, so you would line up normally from this pillar backwards. And I have seen Donald, Daisy, Thor, Minnie, Mickey here. Pluto and Goofy tend to be on taller floors because they're tall. I'm pretty sure I've also seen Moana there, so that's why this spot is very important. And I think, wait, even Spider-Man? So let's go down. Oh, wait, we have one more stop, sorry. This is another Oceaneers lab, and it's also worth going inside just to check it out. And you also have this balcony view from kind of like the main ceiling down. So they do have photos in this balcony spot as well. They will be on your schedule and they're not very busy, so it's worth checking out. That is right here on level 5. I believe it's also in the balcony of level 4. So let's head down to level 4 and see what's there. We are at the front of the ship and we have the Walt Disney Theatre. You can enter from both the left and right hand side. This is where your Golden Mickeys is. It is also where things like Frozen are and lots of other events, and I think even some movies are in here. Just keep in mind that the theaters get really cold, particularly the Buena Vista gets really cold. So take a jumper, take a blanket, even if it's hot. We have preludes. Here you can get popcorn, you can get drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, but everything here is an additional cost. And then in the center, we have a beautiful tribute to Walt Disney, the Walt Disney Theatre sign and his picture. This is where your red carpet for the Golden Mickeys will be, and lots of photo opportunities. So here at the prelude spot, I was super privileged. I got to meet Max and Goofy. There was also Mirabel, Bruno. I saw Belle here in her blue and white outfit, not her gold. So this is another photo spot for you. And people get here early, me. So make sure that you're nice and early, especially for characters that get really, really busy like Mirabel, Bruno, Max and Goofy. You want to be here like an hour before if you can, because then you're at the front of the line and can go straight to another photo op. They're only out for like 15 or so minutes, so really important. We also have our shops. So on the right hand side, Mickey's main sale. At the moment, lots of Christmas clothing, ornaments, pins, mugs, plushies, lounge flies, ears, toys, what else? Hats, swimwear, the famous towel toys, some shoes like thongs, Crocs, what else? Just heaps of stuff. And on the left hand side, we have Whitecaps. Now Whitecaps is where you're gonna find your cruise specific merch. So we've got like the Australia and New Zealand line of the Spirit jersey, hat, ears, drink bottles. There were pins and magnets. You can see over here in the window all your Disney Wonder stuff. So again, loungewear, mugs, ears, t-shirts, Spirit jerseys. Some activewear up the back as well. So this is lots of Disney Cruise Line. Pandora is in Whitecaps. So all those collectible charms are in there. There is also the diamonds specifically to the cruise light called Crown of Light. They are gorgeous, they are expensive, but they are absolutely stunning. Extra luggage, because if you're like me, you might need it. And then you can also get magic bands in here, Ariel statues, Golden Mickeys, sunglasses if you forget any, and the ship as well. So That's kind of what they sell. You can carry your stuff between one store to the other without paying for it. Obviously don't leave the area, but you can if you are so inclined. And these shops are not allowed to open until they are minimum 12 kilometers from land. So make sure you keep an eye on these signs or your Navigator app so that you can be there. We are in the midship of deck 4. We have lovely portholes. You can sit here and relax on one of these kind of couches with a table. You can bring up some coffee, a book, or just sit and chat. I've seen people playing card games here. And this spot right here, also important. This is another character meet and greet. They normally stand right in front of the wreath. So you would be lining up over here. And I have seen Goofy here. So this is one of the places he can go. Black Panther was here. Daisy, like all of them are here. So this is why this deck is important. You can also see the lovely lifts that have hidden Mickeys literally everywhere. See if you can spot them. And of course the top of our Christmas tree is here. And as we walk through, we've got D Lounge. D Lounge has 2 entrances and exits, but sometimes one of them closes depending on what they're doing. D Lounge has lots of animation classes, lots of quizzes, they do games, they do crafts, so it's a really cool place to be. And the cast do such a great job, the entertainment cast, at hosting everything. They make it really fun. On the other side to those couches, in the portholes, we have some more, and these are more singular chairs. There is the Disney Vacation Club desk, but unfortunately on this cruise no one is attending it, so I can't sign up, which is great for my bank account, but sad for me. And if we continue through on the right-hand side, so the starboard side, lovely views. Look at the hidden Mickeys on the carpet as you walk through. Here, if I turn, and let me turn so you can see them. See the hidden Mickeys? There we go. So cool. So like I said, keep an eye out for all your hidden Mickeys because they're everywhere. This is the second entrance to the D Lounge. Sometimes it will say, please enter through the other side. Again, it depends on what they do. I know they had an event here the other day where the kids had performed something they'd learned and then they did something else and a surprise appearance by Mirabella and Bruno happened. So those people were lucky and they did do photos and signings, so they didn't have to line up for them later. So keep an eye out for those events. There is a Emperor's New Groove one later on today, and I'm secretly hoping that Llama Cusco shows up, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, so we'll see. But just after D Lounge, we have Shutter's Portrait Studio. Here you can have lots of family photos. I do believe you have to book in for it and it's an additional cost, but if you're here for like an anniversary, birthday, Christmas, and you want to get those, this is the place to go. You do have some of these booths around the place. This is where you can see all the official photos that have been taken for you and select your photo package or download things. So this is the place to come if you see these. Just remember, purchase your photo package before the cruise starts. It is cheaper. As long as you don't download anything, you can cancel it by the end of the cruise. So if you're not sure if you want it, buy it, have a look at the last day on the photos. If you don't like anything or you only want 10, cancel the unlimited photo package, buy a 10 photo package, buy individual photos, or just don't get any. They are more than happy to take pictures on your phone. Literally every character I meet, I give them my phone. So I have my phone pictures and ones done professionally. And I've only had one lot come out blurry, and that was with Formal Mini, so on my phone I mean, so the pro one should be fine. Okay, we are walking into one of the upmarket jewelry stores, and I can tell you their products are absolutely gorgeous, but they are very expensive. However, if you would like to earn yourself some free charms and a bracelet, this is where you're going to come. They sell the Crown of Light range, which is exclusive to Disney cruise ships. You cannot even get them in parks. They have other things like watches. But yes, if you come here at a certain time, every day, check your Navigator app, you will get a free charm. You do have to listen to them talk for about 15 minutes, but this is the place to be. And to get the actual bracelet, you go to like a seminar that's about an hour long. And as long as you're there, you will get the bracelet as well. They do make it pretty fun. They play games, they do little raffles. So they try not to make it boring, but they have to promote their line. But if you want that bracelet, you can. Just bear in mind, there's nothing Disney-like on the free charm bracelet. Just remember that. At the back of the ship, we have our first rotational dining experience, Animator's Palette. Interior design is just gorgeous. I want my whole house to look like this. The walls are just sketches of thousands of different Disney characters. The screens have like a show on them and it's beautiful. And we are at the back of the ship. Here you will find more elevators, lifts, whatever you call them, and another staircase. But I'm actually going to take you outside. I haven't been outside on the deck yet on these levels. I've been too busy. So let's go exploring together. I mean, obviously, we've got the wonderful view. Look at that. Stunning. It's probably a really good time to be out here because most people are on land. Actually, that is so gorgeous. So beyond pretty. It's really nice. Okay, let's go for a bit of walk, shall we? So we are on deck 4. If we're at the front of the ship, this is the right-hand side. Although I have not been out here myself, I do know that Goofy likes to come out onto the deck on these levels. I think Captain Minnie and Captain Mickey do too. I'm not sure about Donald, Daisy. I did hear a rumor that Chip and Dale come out here sometimes too. So you can catch them out here. They won't have a photo spot, like a meet and greet spot, but they will stop, say hello, and if you're lucky, they'll give you a photo with this as your backdrop, which is just amazing. And they will do some signatures. However, if a line starts to form, the character attendant will make them move on because obviously that's not what they're there for. They're just there to spread some magic. We do have some like shuffleboard games. I have never played this in my life, so I'm gonna have to do it. I did hear a story that Goofy came out here the other day and helped a beautiful American family that I met. One of the girls had pushed the thing, again, I don't know how the one works, and she just missed the square she wanted and Goofy came and kicked it in, but Mum wouldn't let it count. So he's on your side, all right? I can see we've got some lovely sun lounger chairs, there's benches. So you just come out here and enjoy, especially on port days. Like, look at that. Absolutely amazing. They will also have some of these around the place. When you have embarkation day, you will have a mandatory safety briefing and you'll be given a assembly number. It's also on your key to the world card and that's your indication of where that is. Let's get back in. Hello. Ugh. So we are midship now. Let's just have a look. Even the bathroom doors. Hidden Mickey. Love it. All right, let's go to level 3. Level 3 is kind of your ground floor. This is where you will embark to, where they call out your name and give you a clap. It is also where you'll leave and re-enter the ship when you have a port adventure. And it all starts in the grand foyer over here. So this is where you enter from. And you can see you've got port adventures. So any questions about your adventures, you want to book something, cancel something, got a question, this is where you come. They're only open between 7 and 8:30 p.m. each night. And then we have the foyer with our Christmas tree. On our first day, they did have a Christmas lighting event where our main 5 came out and did a beautiful show for us. Christmas songs, we got to sing Christmas carols, and then we officially lit the Christmas tree. And you have the lovely carpet. There are some hidden Mickeys on here as well. You have one of the entrances to Triton's, which is another one of your rotational dinings. And the ship's iconic statue, and on the Wonder, this is Ariel. So here it is, you can take photos. They do actually set up an official photo booth that you can have photos taken at, and this goes into your photo package. As you can see, this is because we're on a port day, so a little bit of security. It's really easy, don't stress. And then you have guest services. So any questions that you have about anything other than port adventures, this is where you come. Some little facts for you. If you are celebrating an anniversary, birthday, first cruise, anything, come to see guest services and ask for a celebration badge. They have lots of them and they will happily give them to you for free. You can also purchase lots of things from your stateroom. If you want to do that, you come to guest services and you ask them. These are not free, but I know that you can buy like the towels, the laundry bags, certain bread spreads, I think, I'm not sure, but that's where you would go. They're awesome. They have actually arranged a special tour for me, free of charge, which is amazing. They gave my mum some stickers that she asked for on her birthday, so it's a really cool place and they're so lovely. You can also pin trade there. They have the biggest collection of pins, like a whole book, so if you are pin trading, head on over and go more than once because people will go and switch them around. So we are about to reach the kind of back of the ship on level 3. Hello. And this is the other entrance that you have to Triton's. That is your kind of Little Mermaidy venue. Now we're heading to the French Quarter. So we have the French Quarter Lounge here. Very cool place. Anything from this bar is an additional charge, of course, except for tap water. But they host trivia here, they host crafts, they host animation classes, lots of stuff here. So it's a very cool place and the vibe is really nice. I actually want to take you in to look at some of the details because the aesthetics are amazing. At the top, you can see they've got very New Orleans inspired decor, including Mardi Gras beads, masks, and being French Quarter, we are obviously talking about Tiana's or Princess and the Frog. Check out the attention to detail. This is kind of in the bar area. Just gonna scan along the back for you. I think they've got the doctor's hat. Yeah, there it is. I know you can't keep it, I asked. But look at it. Even to the labels on the bottles, like such beautiful attention to detail. And then there are screens everywhere. So if you're coming for animation or trivia, whatever it might be, you can see from a variety of places. You don't have to sit at the front of it. You can be a little bit on the side. See, there's one on that end, and very included. And if you keep walking from the French Quarter Lounge through, on the right-hand side, I think we are, you will reach your third rotational dining venue. Hang on, check this out. Ah, love it. Tiana's Place. So that is the back of deck 3. We're now going to go to the front of the deck and check out some of the stuff there because, yep, it just keeps going. There's so much. And there is another adults only section here. And a very important place for your port adventure days. We're going to go through the mid area again where the grand foyer is. I forgot to say, lots of character meet and greets will happen here as well. There's normally one on the Christmas tree side and one on the other side. So keep an eye out for all of those, plus lots of scenic shoots. I've done Star Wars, I've done an animation one, there was Avengers last night. Then they've got just really pretty backdrops. So again, another like family photo opportunity. These scenic backdrops do take longer because they will position you. You can have more than 2 photos, as in like 2 positions. So you will line up for a while, but you get an hour and a bit instead of 15 minutes. So, okay. In the after hour areas, you will find the Crown and Fin Pub, the Cadillac Lounge, and Azure. You will also find portholes that you can sit in, read a book, take a nap, have a drink, have a chat, whatever you want, and enjoy a beautiful view. I'm sure you've all seen pictures of this iconic spot on the ship. This is where it's at, level 3 at the front of the ship. We have the Azure Lounge. Now, a range of things happen in here. Karaoke, animation, trivia. Haven't seen any crafts in here. But this room is very important. It's not in use at the moment because this is one of the locations that when you have a port adventure, you will come to. And Disney is really, really good at this. When you have a port adventure, you will be given a location like Azure, and everyone meets there and you're given a sticker. There are different character stickers, and it tells you what adventure you're going on, and they will make sure that every single person from the group is there before they leave. So a really good spot, really important spot to know where you're going. And if we head on down through these portholes, we get towards the front of the ship where we have the Cadillac Lounge. I have actually not been in here yet. Let's see what activities they have. They've got music vibes, sing-alongs, music and cocktails, and easy listening. So I think it's like a Cars kind of aesthetic. Let's go in. Oh yeah. Very nice. It's quite classy. Keep going, please. Some Cars aesthetics. And again, I imagine it's one of the venues where you pay an additional cost if you do order something in here. So let's head on out, because I think that was a private singing session. Whoops. Okay, so once we head out from Cadillac Lounge and go to the other side, we do have the Crown and Fin Pub, which is very cool. This is a very English kind of influenced pub. You can order food, you can order drinks, again, additional cost. But they do host lots of 18 and over events in here. So if you want to do trivia, which is only adults, or animation that's only adults, this is where you come. Oh, there's actually a trivia on now, so let's have a look.
Spread in the ring before about. Question 12. What substance do sumo wrestlers spread in the ring before a bout? I don't know.
When they verse each other.
Oh, hello.
The gym.
Okay, we just like 100% interrupted the trivia. Okay, they were just playing like a general sports trivia. Absolutely not. I can tell you now. I walked straight out of there. But yeah, and then obviously on decks 2 and 1 are more staterooms. So I'm not going to take you down there just yet. I will check out some stateroom doors and keep you posted on those. But at the moment, that is the tour of the cruise ship. I hope you have enjoyed. And if you're thinking about coming on the Disney Wonder, any Disney cruise, do it. Don't second guess yourself, do it, because it's awesome. Here's a friend. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Excellent. Bye.